All right, so welcome back. You're still tuned in to Nedbank Business Watch. Thank you for staying with us. We're now joined by S.M.E consultant at Nedbank Eswatini, Ngwenya. Today, we're talking about the S.M.E account. She's here to tell us more about it. A very good afternoon, Kosi. Thank you for joining us, Lomhla. Yeah, all right, the S.M.E account. Tell us more about it.
Thank you, Lulu. It's a pleasure once again. A good afternoon to our viewers. We're going to talk about the S.M.E current account, the Nedbank S.M.E current account. And we are going to, S.M.E current account is mainly for the business people of Eswatini. We are talking about the companies, big companies, the PTY LTDs. We are talking to sole traders. We are talking to schools. And we are also talking to informal organization or formal, like the likes of the NGOs, the NPOs that we have in the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So let's get into the benefits, the requirements of each type of account under the S.M.E account.
Thank you so much, Lulu. I'll start with the PTY LTD, because the PTY LTD, remember, we can have just one director, or we can have up to maybe how many directors that we have in the Form J. So for that one, we'll need the Memorandum of Articles and Association. We need the Form J that's going to list all the directors that are there in the company. We're going to need Form C if that business has been in operation for more than a year. But if it's a new business, really we don't need the Form C, because they're not eligible for the Form C at that point until the 1 year period is over. And we need a current trading license, the lease agreement or the utility bill for that premises or where they are operating from. And from the director side, we are going to need their IDs, their proof of residences. Okay. And lastly, the resolution, signed resolution. Let's just say we have like 4 directors. So this is a letter written to the bank to say we require to have an account with Nedbank Eswatini. These are going to be the signatories of that account and the special needs of that account. If you need a debit card, you state in that resolution. If maybe you need internet banking in the same account, you state in that resolution. So it's very important that all the directors sign for that resolution so that we see that it was a collective decision to open the account with Nedbank.
Okay. So, yeah, let's get into the benefits. Businesses particularly like loans, taking loans, for the businesses. What benefits come with opening the current account?
Lulu, I'll start talking about, because the conduct of the account or the business is very, very key, especially when it comes to making frequent deposits into your account, because it's very important. Because some clients, you find they open an account and then they just incur charges, but it's very important for the deposit to happen into. Remember, we are building a relationship here. It's a partnership between Nedbank and the Eswatini business people, remember. So that partnership, it should be a flowing one. So if we see deposits into your account, and that makes it easy for the business to also acquire loans, because in that way we see business so and so is transacting so much, this is how they use their account, we see the traffic flow into their account. So it's easier when you come into the bank to say, look, I need a loan for my tender here and there, because then we speak into what has been happening into your account before we look into the documentation that you've presented to us. So it's very important for clients to make that deposit also, so for that relationship, and and also because like we've said before, there's a state where an account is deemed to be dormant. When does an account get to be dormant? If the client is not maybe depositing into the account, then it gives you a period of 3 months. If nothing is happening in the 3 months, then that account automatically closes. That becomes a dormant state. And then that becomes an issue, because now the client has to write to the bank to say, can you please reopen my account, because you are not able to transact from that account once it has become dormant. So also that free flow, it's very important, Lulu.
So basically it has to stay active.
It has to stay active. It's very important for it to stay active, because also we are transitioning into the new era of technology, where people or clients are going to acquire loans through their online platforms. So it's easier, because the system is just going to track the the behavior of that account without having to come to the bank to state your case. You're just going to tune into an online platform, and then you request for a loan, and then that system will just track your behavior. So that's why I'm saying it's very important for that deposit and that free flow of the traffic into the account is very important, Lulu.
Okay, because you're saying Nedbank tracks their clients' behavior, the
Yeah,
conduct.
the conduct.
So do startup business qualify to open this account in case they need to apply for a loan?
Startup businesses are very welcome. Are very welcome. Like I've said, we just want to partner with Eswatini, whether it's the sole trader, whether it's the market people, whether it's hawkers. Like I'm saying, we are open to all sorts of businesses, startup businesses, because it becomes because for us to give you a loan as Nedbank, as a business, you need to be banking with us for at least 6 months. But let's just say you want to start a business. We have what we call the central bank guarantee loans. So those are meant for the startup businesses. Let's just say you don't have a company, but you want to start something. You have seen something that you want to do, but then that loan, Lulu, I need to emphasize, it comes with a mandatory SETCO certificate. So if you want to be eligible for that loan as a startup business, you need to go to SETCO, get the certificate, and you present it to the bank together with your projections, your profiles, whatever, and the business documents that you have with you. But it's mandatory for you to have that SETCO entrepreneurial certificate.
All right. So is the bank looking into, is it considering to transition to online requisition of loans?
Yeah,
Is it already doing it here?
like I've said, no, not we haven't started, but
Okay.
we are moving with the
getting
trends.
there.
Obviously, we are getting there. So, like we have now the online banking system where clients, they just sit in the comfort of their homes and they transact. So we want to move into that platform as well with our loans. So you just sit in the comfort of your home, you get. But then, like I said, it's all in the conduct. That's what you do with that account in that period. So that's how the system is going to be tracking you. Instead of me going back to say, how have you been doing this? How the system is just going to automatically do that and maybe grant you the loan.
Okay.
So it's
as
going
easy
to be
as that.
easier,
Okay.
easier like that.
Right. So with the benefits, can they deposit their money through the ATM,
Yeah.
or they need to go
Yes,
inside the bank?
we really encourage
Large
the
sums of
Maswati
money.
to use the ADT deposits because it's very convenient in terms of the queues, in terms of the charges. You just get into the ADT, you put in your money. You are good to go.
Yeah, speaking of convenience as well, let's talk about the pocket pause. You did launch it last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, can they also use it for this
For the
particular
current account,
Yeah.
yes, we've got this beautiful gadget. It's very beautiful, Maswat Lamat. This gadget enables that once you have your clients, they can tap. It's a I don't know if you've seen it. It's a phone size gadget that
Okay.
clients can just tap into. Let's just say you are a hawker, you are selling your fruits by the bus rank. Once you have that gadget, and also the good thing about it, you don't have to be banked with Nedbank. That's the beautiful part. You can be banked with any other institution, but then the device is linked to that account. It should be a current account, most importantly. So it is linked to wherever you are banked. So your clients can just tap, and the money just goes into your account.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So another thing I wanted to talk about important things, the KYC. How important is it for your clients to update their information?
Oh, Lula, I can't speak enough or emphasize enough about that one. It's very important for our clients to do their KYC. It's very important. We also want to know our clients. We also want to know if there are changes that have happened with them. Most importantly, the operations state of those accounts. So it's very key. So because it's not even something that you do it every year, but 3 years you come and do your KYC. And usually we send out SMSs, we send out emails to say, Guti, you are due for KYC. It's not just like you find your account not working because of the KYC, but we do alert our clients to you are due to bring in your KYC, you are due to bring in your KYC. So we really encourage that, because also when you come to the bank, you find that you get to know and learn about new products that we have while we are just sitting there and discussing, because also just opening an account and just leave it to fate, it's not enough. So the frequent visit to the bank to say, what else is there? What else can I get? What else can the bank do for me? So it also helps us to have that conversation with the clients.
Okay, so how
Yeah.
long does it take to open the account, the current account?
The current account,
Yeah.
Lulu, our turnaround time now, it's a day
Okay.
for opening.
With all the requirements,
With all
it
the
just takes a day.
requirements. Once you bring everything in a day, you have that account and you are ready to start doing business.
Okay, so lastly, your contact details, if they want more information on this account, where do they contact you?
For more information, you can visit any of our Nedbank branches, and you can also call our help desk at 3278 1999 or 3278 1000. You can also find us on Facebook, Nedbank Eswatini, or on X, still Nedbank Eswatini.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, can they also make use of the Nedbank app should they need to deposit money into their account?
Should I need to deposit? You can do an EFT into your account through the online platform. So it will depend, the deposit is it from which account. But like I'm saying, you can transact from any of the banks into our account.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Lukosi. Well, there you have it, the current account. If you want more details, to visit Nedbank's Eswatini, any branches countrywide for the current account. It's as easy as that to open the accounts, just as long as you have all the requirements that are listed. Let's take a break. Sabia Kodamaj.